Let's talk about 3 people who've inspired me in the last 24 hours or so. I'm ZGALA, the Art Angel. You can call me Auntie Angel. And this is a segment where I like to hunt mosquitoes, and talk about what inspires me about who. I'm distracted by my mosquito hunting because they've been getting me lately. It's been moister than usual around here. One thing that inspires me is just that sunlight. We could talk about things that inspire me that aren't people real briefly. Let's do that because I haven't pre-thought this at all. And one of them is sunlight. The way it shines through different things at a different rate and bends and makes rays. It just doesn't cease to amaze and inspire me. Another one is flowers blooming. I walk around almost every day, sometimes multiple times a day, and often take pictures of flowers. I like to photograph bees collecting pollen in flowers, and that's just something that really inspires me to enjoy the moment, to appreciate the diversity and the hard-working aspects of life, how flowers keep blooming, how life keeps going on even when I get spiral down into my problems and my issues and my worries. Flowers blooming can really help inspire me to just let those go and focus on the beauty of the moment. And another thing that inspires me is color. You see the Head Hutt here, the Mega-Sculpture I built. I put a lot of energy and time into making these colorful patterns with bottles, and that's just one of the many ways that I love to play with color. And color, just the vibrance of it, the way that it different colors inspire different kinds of moods, the way there's like a vibrational, there's really a vibrational aspect to every color, and there are so many colors, so many different shades of color, the way you can add white or black to a color and change the tone of it. You can add more pigment of a color and brighten it up, or have less pigment of a color, add like water to your watercolors and have it be less vibrant and more translucent. All of those things really inspire me about color. So there you have it, 3 things that inspire me that aren't people. Let's see if I can come up with 2 people to top off my 3 things that have inspired me in the last day project. And I will mention that this is a practice that I've been doing for, a month or so now. I encourage you to try it if you haven't already. Just reflecting on what's inspired me in the last 24 hours really helps me bring my focus and my attention to the things that I like, the things that inspire me. So one person that comes to mind is my neighbor. Her name starts with G. I won't give you more information than that because it's not really relevant, but let's just call her G, which is the first letter of my name as well. But I woke up this morning at 7 a.m. to G's husband angry sawing some of my tree, and it felt like hate sawing, really. And I had been up working till almost 2 in the morning, so I wasn't quite done sleeping when I woke up to that. And then that was followed by they're doing some construction next door, so that we've talked about. And well, we've talked about the tree too, but I did feel like there was some animosity brewing in her husband in the way that he started. It was like right outside my bedroom window because we just have a few feet on either side of a wall between our homes, so which is why my tree is bothering him, which again we've talked about. But in any case, I woke up sort of I mean, I only have one side of my bed that I can get up on because I have the other side against a wall, but in the metaphorical sense, kind of got up on the wrong side of the bed because it was a little early. So then I went for my walk, enjoyed some flowers blooming, enjoyed some sunshine, the things that helped snap me out of it. And after my short walk, I was walking back to my house and past the neighbor's house, and they were still doing the construction, pouring some concrete. So it was a cement truck with the beeping and clanging and banging. And that wasn't really bothering me. It was the hate sawing had kind of bothered me. And anyway, she brought me a plate of, she makes this amazing like chocolate banana bread, I think it is. It's like banana bread with chocolate chips in it. I had a piece of it before when her husband first talked to me about the tree. He brought me a slice of that, and this morning she had a piece put on a plate and wrapped up with toothpicks in it. Clearly she had set it aside with the intention of giving it to me and was waiting to see me, and when she saw me walk by, she ran outside and called out my name and apologized for the noise. And even though I was still just a little bit grumpy over the hate sign, well, I had thought a lot about it on my walk, and I was thinking I wanted to address it with him because I don't like to have that kind of hate brewing feeling in my life, especially with neighbors, people that I interact with. So I was already like formulating a plan for talking to him. And she's a perceptive woman, a little bit older than me, or around my age probably. And anyway, she is both perceptive and kind and generous. And so she went out of her way to try to make peace with me and gave me that sweet treat. And I gave half of it to my roommate, who was also woken up early. And I found that inspiring because I'm sure she was dealing with her husband, who was clearly grumpy this morning as well with the hate sign. And so I just have reflected on that throughout today and thought, yeah, I find that inspiring that she stayed positive, that and I said something about him hate sawing, and she just said, "You're a really good neighbor, thank you." And so I appreciate that, and I found it inspiring. I continuously aspire to do a better job of being a better human, of being more like the kind of person that I like to see myself as, but I don't always show up as. I don't know if you can relate. I think most of us have some component of that. And so, yeah, she modeled some good neighborly behavior to offset the not so good neighborly behavior of her husband, and one could argue the not so good neighborly behavior of me for letting my tree grow over the wall that's between our houses. So yeah, I found that inspiring. Call her Miss G. She inspired me. And another person that comes to mind off the cuff is Theo Vaughn, one of my favorite comedians. I'm gonna get that racket out and chase some mosquitoes again if they keep it up. Theo has a podcast you may or may not have heard of. He may or may not be your style. He's